Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
What's up, everybody? This is today's best music. We're Magic 89.9. My name is Ashley, and I'm so excited because we are here with someone who is very close to, I know, many of your hearts and mine as well, because his songs have been playing on the Magic for years now. We hear them pretty much everywhere these days, and I think he makes music that a lot of people, especially here in the Philippines, are able to connect to and relate to emotionally. So please give a warm welcome. I'm so excited. Lauv is here with us today. Hi!
Hi, that was such a beautiful intro. Thank you.
I mean, of course, we're so honored to have you here. Thank you so much for making the time for us. And before anything else, of course, we want to hear all about your music and everything. But I do want to ask, how are you? How are you doing? How have you been coping with this crazy year we've all been having?
Yeah, I feel like every moment's a little bit different. Right now, I'm really good, and I appreciate your energy. It's very positive. But yeah, I mean, tons of up and downs, but I don't want to focus on it too much. I'm happy right now, so I'm thankful.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that, despite everything, you're still happy and you're looking to be optimistic. And, it's despite everything that's going on, you've been able to continue working and putting out music. So we've had so many of your songs play on our radio station, but currently the one that's killing our charts right now is your song with Conan Gray. It's called Fake. Tell us a little bit about it, the message behind this song and kind of the process of writing it and working with Conan Gray.
Yeah, I mean, me and Conan had been talking on the internet after we both played this like acoustic online event thing, and I had known his music already, but then I heard him sing live, and I was just like blown away. So yeah, we started talking, and then we FaceTimed, and we were like, we should try to write a song. And then he came over, and we wrote the song the first time we met, and we were just kind of like writing the song was just like a fun way to like rant about people in our lives who just have been fake. I think everybody knows people like that. It's pretty straightforward.
All right. Well, I mean, that's cool. And I'm glad to hear you guys were able to work together. Can you tell us a little bit more about that process, because you do write a lot of your own music. And
Yeah.
I imagine it's a different process when you're working with someone and you're kind of trying to combine two different, sentimentalities and, two different artistic styles. What's that like?
Honestly, it was really effortless for us. Like, it was really nice. Like, I started playing the guitar chords. He started singing some of it. We got the chorus. Felt super good. And then we were both kind of like writing our own verses and then coming together on the bridge and writing those parts. It was just a vibe, and it was such a hang that it was so easy.
All right. Well, I mean, that's cool. And I'm glad to hear you guys were able to really organically work together. I mean, tell us about your songwriting process, though, like you by yourself, because you really make music that is very personal. And I think a lot of people can relate to it. And we here in the Philippines, we love music that is emotional, that comes really from the heart. So how do you tap into those emotions so often?
Yeah. Especially lately, I've been writing a whole different way where I just get on the mic and I freestyle. Like, I don't let myself think at all because my mind will get in the way of all of my feelings and emotions. So I just get like a vibe, like chords or like a beat, and then I just go on the mic and I just turn it on for like 5 or 10 minutes and see what happens. And then I go back and I say like, that sucks, or I'm like, that's really dope. And then I kind of write it from there.
All right. Well, I mean, that's cool. And I'm glad you're, figuring out new styles even now. And you've worked with so many artists, aside from Conan Gray, of course, people like Lainey, Troye Sivan, even BTS. Do you have, I mean, you're only going up, I think. Do you have any kind of dream collaboration or someone you'd really like to work with next?
I like to just let it happen naturally. I feel like all the collabs that have happened have been like, I just become friends with somebody super randomly. And yeah, so I think whatever the universe brings, it'll be beautiful, delectable, sweet, savory, lovely.
I mean, I think that's cool. Like, that's so beautiful that it's not just like a business thing or a collaboration. It's also kind of a friendship and a connection that you have with those people. And I do want to ask about your album. The title is very straightforward, How I'm Feeling. Tell us a little bit about, I know we've heard so many of your songs, but kind of the process of putting them all together and the collective idea of all those songs in that album.
Yeah, I mean, that album was very much like there wasn't like really one specific story to tell. It was just sort of this idea of me accepting different parts of my personality and representing them as sort of like different parts of this one-man boy band. Like, if you look at the album art, it's like a bunch of little me's and then me. So the songs were all just kind of like different vibes and like me really experimenting and kind of just showing all these different aspects of myself. And I made it 21 songs for whatever reason. God knows, I have no idea. And yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. And as we've said, you really do tap into your emotions and whatever, how multifaceted you are. And I want to talk about how you've become an advocate for mental health. And I think it's helped too that a lot of people already connected with you emotionally. And I know you did sort of a virtual discussion about mental health. Can you tell us first a little bit about that? How was that experience of getting to talk to all these people with different experiences about mental health?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice because I'm very much a person who loves to have conversation, especially like open, emotional. Like I'm not that good at like the surface level conversation vibe. I feel like I'm way better at just like diving deep into like all of our insecurities and fears and all that like up on a daily basis and whatever anxieties and worries and all of that. So it's really fun for me and rewarding and freeing to be able to like have these types of conversations with people, and I want to build it into a much bigger thing. So I'm still brainstorming on that, but yeah, I just think it's super important.
All right. Well, I mean, that's so admirable that you're using your platform to have these really important conversations. Why did you decide, though? I mean, I know that mental health is such a big conversation now, and it's something that affects so many people. But what made you decide to really go the next step and not just talk about it like on social media, but really put out like programs to help people?
I mean, it started just like when I hit a rock bottom and I started to get better. I was like, I want to tell the story just because I think it's really freeing and like healing to tell your story. So, and then I saw how many people were like texting me and responding to it. I was so nervous, I was like, oh, people are going to like think this is so stupid and like they're going to judge me or call me a fake or whatever. And people responded super well to it. And I just kind of like felt that like back and forth of that loving connection. And I was like, it would be really cool to build this into something more. And then I released Sad Forever. And, and then I was like, I want to take the money from that and start a foundation. And it's just kind of like snowballed into more and more and more. And it's just like, I feel like it's just part of my purpose on here, on this planet Earth. Or if we have to move planets someday, I have no idea. It's part of my purpose in this universe. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. And
Okay.
there's a lot of ways to grow it.
Okay, well, I like what you said, that thing about purpose. How you've kind of made it sort of your life's goal and tied it together with your art. So how has your experience of advocating for mental health and not just hearing from other people, but also opening yourself up and being vulnerable enough to talk about your experiences, how has that affected your music and your songwriting?
Really positively, I think, because it makes me less afraid to confront stuff in my music, because I realize like I have a conversation with somebody and then we put it on the internet and we're like, yo, if we could speak for 45 minutes about all of this stuff going on, then like I can put this stuff in my songs. And I think just any exercise in opening up like that for me just makes me stronger and more open and more self-aware and more aware of other people's struggles. And yeah, so I think it's been really good.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much. I mean, that's so inspiring, and we love having you here. Even really quick, just opening up about all that. It's very, very nice to hear, very warm. And I know so many people are inspired by you and your advocacy and your music and your vulnerability. So before we do head on out of here, how about just one really quick message to your Filipino fans? We love you, and we would, of course, love to see you come visit here again.
Yes, I love you guys so much. I mean, over the years, some of my favorite moments in my life are playing shows in the Philippines. Like really, truly, I can't wait to come back when it's safe. It's going to be so amazing with all the new music, and I hope you guys are all staying safe, and I love you very much.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And we do look forward to, when this is all over, seeing you back here again. We miss you so much. So thank you for being here with us today. So once again, there's so many Lauv songs on Magic 89.9, but currently you can vote for and request for Fake featuring Conan Gray. So go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, Lauv, for joining us today. Once again, my name is Ashley. This has been today's Best Music, Magic 89.9. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.